Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wondrous Wednesday. Wondrous Wednesday. I'm so excited. Yeah, we got to get into this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am Jacosta, better known on IG as at Jacosta_Odom, or better known on Big Brother as Mama J. And it's been a minute since Big Brother, but hello. I guess I need to say that as well. I am super duper excited to unpack the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because let me tell you, beautiful people, it was giving me life, an abundant life, because sometimes, let me get it together. Erica, I don't know, sis, what's going on. Like sometimes Erica hates you, sometimes Erica likes you. You never do know, you never can tell, but for whatever, this time she was liking everybody. So we got to get into it. But before we do, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, you like my channel, you comment during, but not only that, hello, I need you to share my channel. Share my videos. Make sure you catch up on any other videos that I have as well. So let's get into it and try to be true to it. So here we go. I am a fan of these ladies, right? And more so because I'm in awe of what in the world, how do you live your life like this? Basically, because they sometimes seem so far removed from the regular world. But hey, so episode 7 opens up with Erica, Crystal, and Diana at first, and they're just chit-chatting. And then in walks Kyle and Sutton, and it's like, well, here, there go Kyle and Sutton, but it wasn't it wasn't in one of those ways. It was all right. They were feeling it. But one thing I didn't know. Now, mind you, I was watching Beverly Hills Housewives, and I literally was watching it, and I stopped watching. I don't know if it was after Lisa Vanderpump though, but I did stop watching at some point. So, I did not know that Kyle's daughter was not Mauricio's daughter. Everybody knew that but me. That Farrah wasn't hit. Like, I had no earthly clue that was not his daughter. So that was interesting because I was like, okay, that's not his real daughter. They just, you don't see the difference. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing. So when she said that, I was like, okay, then to hear Miss Thing, Diana, say, start talking about her honey bunny, right? Her first honey bunny, her first husband. And she was like, no, we didn't have any problems. We split our money equally. I trusted him. Now, how many of us out here trust that you get ready to divorce this person and they're going to split it equally? Because let me be honest, they ain't trying to split nothing equally. They trying to take, but split? Oh, heck no. Split, they're not trying to do. I'm speaking from experience. So listen. When she said that, I was like, dang, Diana. So this dude is trying to, he split the money? And she was like, yeah, they split it up. I just don't know. So I'm like, golly. If more people were like that, then these divorces wouldn't go left. And then Kyle said she just got married too young, right? And that her and her first husband have always had this amicable relationship. And that's great. So let's get into it, because that boat ride was interesting. Don't y'all think? All right. Let me do this one last thing. So here it is at the end of their little conversation. Sutton said to Diana, I promise not to yell on the boat. I will only if somebody, gets thrown over. I said, girl, she probably want to throw you over. So you talking about I probably won't yell on the boat only if somebody gets well, listen, sis Diana looked like she want to throw you over. Okay, over. So you ain't got to yell, honey. You gonna be yelling help because she gonna push you off the boat. So as we know, Rena's mom just died. So I kind of like it. Sometimes I don't like when they cut to other, scenes, or when they cut over and like show stuff. But I like that today. I like that they had her to like seemingly do this like B-roll, right? They had her walk out on her patio and just gaze out at the view, but think on her mom, because I don't care. People grieve differently, And she said, I don't think my mom wouldn't want me to come on this trip. Like, but here's the thing, this woman probably needed to go on this trip because she lost her lifeline. And I remember when my friend's mom passed away, and I remember him saying it was like something being taken away from him, like a part of him was gone. And so I yeah, she lost her connect, because here it is, you're in your mom's womb. You came from your mom, right? Yeah, your dad helped make you, but you came out of her. You were attached in her body. And then you're living your life and attached to her. It's a different type of attachment, So I like that they showed that. And then, the bird symbolizing she knows her mom is around. So then Sutton and Erica become very, very talkative, right? And I was like, so they talking now? We friends? Did y'all not want to ask them that? Like, I wanted to tap into, hey, hold up, pause, cut. Are we friends now? Because just last week, or really for them, just last week for us, but just a few seconds, she was saying you didn't want to be called a racist. So you didn't want to be identified as a racist. So what you really, something you weren't wanting to be known as was the racist. She just kept saying it. Erica kept calling that woman a racist over and over again. So if the plug wasn't in our brains prior to when Crystal was alluding to this, the plug of her being a racist was, we eventually had that in our mind. So I like how they were talking to each other weirdly. But then I like how in Garcelle's confessional, she's just like, is nobody wondering about Erica and her lifestyle? Nobody wondering about Erica and why, what's happening with her, what was it, her case? Nobody's talking about that. And literally, yeah, nobody was talking about it. Nobody had anything to say about it. So I am with everybody else on that, because why are we not talking about it? Why are we not mentioning it? Why? Huh? Why? Why, Hoppo? For what? For why? Why is nobody mentioning that Erica still haven't went to trial? And I don't think Erica is divorced. Like, I don't know how divorce goes, because your husband, I think he has Alzheimer's, or he has Alzheimer's or dementia. I don't know witch. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is kind of confusing. I want to know what people think because I am confused. I don't know, Erica. I don't know, sis. Some ain't right. But that's why you keep calling Sutton a racist. That's why you keep calling her a racist. Um, you taking it, you taking it off of you, right? That's what you're doing. You're taking it off of you. So let's go on and continue to talk about Sutton, Crystal, Garcelle. So they're all together. It's Sutton, Crystal, Garcelle, then it's Lisa, Kyle, and Dorit. But Erica is not anywhere around. Remember? Like it's just all of them. So Sutton, Garcelle, and Crystal, they were saying basically that Crystal was manipulative. Y'all, if you're, I said that really country. You guys, if your friend, supposedly, this is why I don't really, you got to really be here for me to be like, you my friend. But your friend says that you're manipulative. How do you handle that? Crystal was like, no, I'm not. So Crystal tries to explain herself. So then Crystal says, well, no, I'm holding everything in that you all have said. And internally, I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it. And sometimes it just comes out, so that's kind of like vomit of the mouth. So she said, I'm not manipulative, I'm processing it. And so Garcelle and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. But so she's saying, I'm not trying to manipulate the situation. What I'm trying to do is process the situation. Yeah, even though the lady said they get it, I didn't get it. Because how are you trying to take care of it internally if it's not truly your fault or you aren't the one that did it? If it's somebody else that hurt or harmed you, or you know what I mean? Don't you have to clear that up with the somebody else? Yeah, Crystal. That's giving me, huh? But anyway, moving on. So you have Lisa, Renna, Kyle, and Dorit having a total different conversation. Now, both of these ladies, these two groups, you got this group, you got this group. Both groups are doing what? Talking about Crystal. They're saying so much about her, but in different things. So the other group, Renna, Dorit, and Kyle, are saying that Crystal is making up stuff. So you got a couple of ladies say you're manipulative, and everybody else is saying you just coming up with some crap. Like, what are you doing? So I don't think it's over. I think throughout this season, this is going to be an issue because Crystal, sis, you processing something for a year, and then you bringing it up for what? For why? I mean, we know for how, but for what? For why? Yeah, for what? For why? I don't understand. I got Crystal, make me get it, because right now I don't get it, sis. There's no way that. And then you know what? What I'm thinking, maybe this chick, it seems like you just hold it in, and then it's like one of those things when you holding in a fart. Let me go there with it. Y'all know, like you holding in a fart and you there like, oh, it's to you like, oh, it's too many people. I can't let this weed, and I'm gonna let it ease out. And Crystal, it's like she holds in that year-long fart and she eases it out, but it's a silent killer. That's what it is. You farting wrong, Crystal. Just get the fart out. Just let it go. Let it flow. Crystal's doing it all wrong. I don't know what y'all think, but I know Crystal's doing it all wrong. So, you know what? Let go and let flow. Let go and let flow, Crystal. because sis, you gotta let it go and let it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with as many people as you can and comment. So here it is. Boom, they're at the boat. You guys, this is going to be on my list of things. Like I always make a list and I go conquer that thing, right? So they get on this boat. Now, oh me, here's the thing. I'm always like, I'm not regular smegular. God didn't make me regular smegular. He made me peculiar. I'm a peculiar person. I was made in his image. So I was beautifully and wonderfully made. Hey. So with that being said, I'm appreciative of the things that God does for me. So if it were to been me, i.e. Jocasta, yes, for example, Jocasta, walking towards this yacht, I'd have been like, oh my gosh, just like the ladies, all of the other ladies were like, oh my gosh, this boat is beautiful. Thank you, Dorit. You hear them saying, oh wow, thank you, Dorit. You hear Garcelle saying, thank you, Dorit. Kyle saying, thank you, Dorit. You hear Lisa saying, thank you, Dorit, right? Crystal saying the same thing. Erica saying the same thing. But no, oh, oh, not the new housewife. Diana, where in the world did they find you? Dirty Diana, where did they find you? Because let me tell you what Diana said. Diana, like, this is when God will take everything from you and humble you. So, sis, Diana, and I heard Diana just be clapping back wrong when it comes to black people. But I digress on that. Diana says, you know, it's not like a luxury boat. It's a day boat. Size matters. I mean, wow, size matters when it comes to boats. What, sis? Did you just snub her boat? What, sis? Did you just talk about her boat? Diana, die. Hey, die. Well, you should have asked about this boat, and maybe you should have gotten a luxury boat for everybody. I want to know, Dorit, what the heck is Dorit going to say when she sees that Dirty Diana has legit said, like, I don't know what type of boat. This is not a boat. I mean, this is just a day boat. My happy butt would have been like, yeah, we getting on this boat. I am so excited. Let's go out. Let's enjoy this time. Oh my gosh, we got the chef. We have drinks. We have everything. Good music, good people. Let's eat. Let's have fun. But nope, not Diana. Diana was a hater. Diana told everybody in the world that Dorit's boat was nothing but a day boat. It ain't a luxury. It's not like it's a luxury boat. Well, Diana, everybody can be like you. Everybody can't. Everybody can be like you, Diana, and just have these luxury boats. But I thought the boat, and this is where you like Jocasta. You might be regular because I thought it was a beautiful boat. I thought the boat was hitting, but Diana, Dirty Diana, ooh, Dirty Diana wasn't feeling this day boat. Whew. Then they're riding on the day boat. I'm sorry, I gotta say it because Diana said it. They're on the day boat. Man pulls out his penis on another boat. And Garcelle's like, that man just pulled out. And then one of them say, well, it's limp anyway. It don't even matter. I'm like, I'm done. These women are hilarious. I don't know what you all think, but I know that these women are funny. It's that rich funny. I just made that a thing. So what I liked, I thought there was going to be a bonding moment. So here it is. They're on, laying on the boat. It's Garcelle, Diana, Sutton on the boat, laying out. Garcelle, Diana, Sutton. Here it is. They're talking, have a great conversation. Then they asked Diana about, well, I think it was just Garcelle saying, "Do you have siblings?" Things like that, and it was just really a thing. She said, "Do you have siblings?" I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a good question to ask. And Diana says, "Well, I had a brother. He died when he was 21 years old in the war." And my dad had to go and identify his body. At first, they didn't find him. They were thinking he was kidnapped, but no, he wasn't. And Sutton hits her with, "My dad committed suicide." Crickets. Exactly. So Sutton, it was Diana's moment, right? You have to steal these moments because everybody has strong personalities. So you got to grab moments when you can. You got to steal these moments when you can, right? Because everybody has strong personalities, right? Personality walk, personality talk. Like everybody has strong personalities. So here's the thing. If you have a strong personality, then guess what? Your strong personality, right, needs what? What does it need? A moment. Was Diana given that moment? Diana was not. And I thought that was absolutely messed up because I felt like, okay, Sutton, everybody does know that your dad committed suicide. Everyone knows that. Even Diana knows that because it was mentioned just a day ago or something like that. But that was Diana's moment. That moment was meant for Diana. The moment that you were trying to come in on was not, it wasn't meant, not for you, sis. It was meant for Diana. So Diana exit stage left because Diana didn't want to do with it. Diana was like, oh, I mean, she got to make it about her. Like Diana gets in a confessional, was like, Sutton's always making it about her. It wasn't about her. It's not about Sutton. It's not about Sutton. And Diana seems like she could pop off. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like I think Diana's like 2 seconds away from being a little extra. And I'm not even going to say a little. I think it's a lot because she was like, "Girl, it's not your time." I mean, but she didn't say that to Sutton. I think instead of her saying that in her confessional, she should have turned to Sutton and said, I do realize that. I am sorry to hear that for the fifth time. But that's what I would have said. And then that would have showed Sutton, like, sis, it's my moment. Don't keep coming in stealing my moment. Every time somebody has something, then you like, well, I had that happen too. I mean, you like, if somebody be like, "I got diarrhea," you like, "Me too." Um, "I have a pimple." "I do too." Like, Sutton, baby, stop me too and everything. All right. So Erica gets on this boat super duper drunk. She stumbled getting on the boat. She reminisced about her own boat, like she just was laid out, y'all. Oh, she, and I used to have a boat. It was a yacht Fisher, and this boat, like, what you doing? She was so lit, and this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, for facts, let's change something because it went left. It went left. Okay. I don't know what Erica was thinking when she said, "I had a lot of liquor and I had a lot of medicine." So what you just told America is you drink and take meds. So, sis, what are you coping? So it seems like, okay, sis is like, I'm gonna drink away these cases, these law cases, and I'm going to drink away. So she drinking away the cases and maybe taking her medicine to get rid of still being married in this situation. But that ain't the way to go. I don't know why we're drinking. This is water. I don't know why we drinking and taking it. I had a lot of liquor and I took a lot of medicine. Really? I took a lot of liquor and I had a lot of medicine, is what Erica was saying. And I'm like, really, Erica? Erica, but we didn't need to hear that. You didn't have to tell us that at all. You didn't have to tell us that, Erica. Not a lot of liquor and not you and a lot of medicine. Because you was lit. Because then Erica gets up there with everybody and she said, Crystal, you hear me? Crystal, what if me, Garcelle, pull up in an Uber to your house to sleep with you and to sleep with Rob? What would you do? And Crystal says, I mean, well, what kind of Uber is it? Okay, you didn't acknowledge that she said she's going to pull up to your house with Garcelle, her, in a Uber. She didn't say, and the Uber going to do it too. She said, in a Uber to sleep with you and your husband. And she said, what is the matter with the Uber driver? We about to give you some, right? That's, I said, this girl is, oh, she was gone. Erica was litty lit. She was there to have a good time, just with herself though, because she was lit. She was up here menage a twining in her head. She was doing everything. So Erica, they trying to leave her alone. Lay down, Erica, sleep it off. Diana, again, trying to get away from this lady. Diana does what? What does Diana do? Jumps in the ocean. So here is Diana. She go. They was like, oh, Diana went to swim. Oh my gosh. Then Diana said, oh, I just got stung by a jellyfish. So she comes back on the boat. I just got stung by a jellyfish. And I'm thinking, Lord, is she about to die? So then somebody says, who's gonna pee on her? Like, so then Erica said, Garcelle, go down there and pee on that new chick. Erica made this episode be this episode, you know, because it was like, kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya, kumbaya. And then Erica said, Garcelle, go down there and pee on the new chick. Do what? Did you just Garcelle? And then she said, well, maybe I should do it because maybe it would be some type of fetish that I could have. Like, Erica, don't you go down there and pee on that woman. Don't you, don't do it. Now, if it was one of them New York housewives like Sonia would have been already peeing on Diana. Sonia would have peed on Diana, and Diana would have been able to say nothing. Diana would have turned her head where the crew member was helping. Diana would have been like this, and Diana would have heard, and she felt some warm, and it would have been Sonia from New York housewives peeing on her to help make sure nothing happens. I am telling you what I know. It'll be Sonia. But today, Erica was lit. Oh my gosh. So it was interesting because they had a good time. And then Erica was passed out. They lift up the hat, looking at Erica like, okay, she's fine. Lift it up again. Okay, she's okay. Lift it up. Okay, she's fine. Then I'm like, they were out there for a long time. Here comes, who was it? I don't even remember who got Erica. We're here. Oh, we've made it. Lovely. I'm like, really, Erica? So Erica gets up and she's like, yay. Then she looks at the couch and was like, oh my gosh, I've ruined the couch. How much is that going to cost me? I'll pay for it, you know? And I'm like, how did you ruin a couch? So I'm like, did she have on like a spray tan? And her spray tan came off on the couch, or she wears a lot of makeup. Maybe that was where she was laying her head. I don't know. But be that as it may, yes, you're gonna have to pay for that. But maybe it's not too much because it's only a day boat. Not my words. Dorit's words, okay? Not Dorit's words, Diana's words. So then, the ladies get ready. They're going to dinner. And they're at dinner. What is confusing to me? So Garcelle says, hey, I'm having a birthday and all of you are invited. And I just can't wait. And then she tells them when it is. And Lisa Rinna says, well, I'm not going to make it because I'm going to see Harry Hamlin. And he's in. And I said, why does she always refer to her husband as Harry Hamlin? Harry Hamlin. I was like, well, maybe that's like a marketing skill, right? To where people would think Harry Hamlin, and then look him up and wherever he is, they would go to see him. No, that ain't it. I don't know why she just refers to him as Harry. To me, I don't know. Because she refers to him as Harry Hamlin, like at home as well. It's just kind of weird. I don't know. What y'all think? I think it's weird. Um, yeah, it's giving me awkward vibes. I can't, But then I think about this because, oh snap, because all of my life, right? And people still refer to me as this. My maiden name is Gates. So every single, I don't care. All of my life, people have called me Jocasta Gates as if that's one name. And Gates is my last name. It was my last name. So Jocasta Gates. Oh no, come here, Jocasta Gates. So maybe that's it, y'all. I don't know. But people always just Jocasta Gates. So then Garcelle screams, oh my gosh, Lisa, I can't believe you're not going to be there because Denise is coming. The time you're not going to be there, Denise will be there. And Garcelle says I said that in hopes that Lisa would show up anyway. But well, why would she show up? And she's going to go see Harry Hamlin, aka her husband. I thought it was shady though. You know what I'm saying? Like then Rinna says, well, I talked to Denise. I've already spoken to her. And I'm like, when, sis? When did you speak to Denise? Let us know. Because we want to know. Like, camera one, why didn't we catch this? Camera two, how did we miss this conversation? Right? Erica says the conversation didn't go so well. What Rinna, what she talked about, it seemed like the conversation was all right. I don't know what y'all think. I think it was all right. I don't think it just was all right, but I wouldn't know unless we knew. But let me tell you how shady Garcelle is. So Garcelle in her diaries decides to do what? Who could say it? Yes, sis pulled out her phone. And she texts Denise. Denise, have you talked to Rinna? I mean, and then she goes, not that I don't believe Rinna, but I just want to ask Denise. Nah, you don't believe her, Garcelle. You don't believe her. Stop talking about you just want to know. Garcelle. You don't believe her at all. You don't. You don't believe her. And it's okay, it's all right. But call it what it is. You didn't believe her, so you text Denise. Or the producers said, we'll text her, and so we can put that in there. And so then that's what she did. So she could show the win or whatever. But that was shady. Now, I was confused because at this dinner, Erica and Sutton were talking. They were going through the phone together. They were doing all this extra together. And I'm like, but you was just calling Sutton a racist. So is Sutton not a racist anymore, Erica? You were just hinting to Sutton being a racist. So what is the tea, sis? And then Erica's like they're being amicable and that she didn't want, like, Rena just lost her mom. Dorit's going through her thing. So she just wanted to make sure that all is well. But no, you didn't, because you just was calling her a racist not long ago. So I don't know. And then Sutton goes, well, I hope you're being real with me. Because let's be honest, the last time they were kikiing together, Sutton thought it was all good. And then Erica was in her diary talking about some, I didn't care about that girl. And I didn't want to talk to her and all of that. So now, yeah, I would have asked her that same question. I want to know if you're being real. But I know all of them felt like that dinner went well. And it honestly was the best dinner that they've had together in a while. So yeah, it went well. It went well. It went well. So let's talk about this. Dorit. Dorit has a tendency to talk, but she hasn't done it in a while. So Dorit starts talking about the trip that they're on and how it is. And I said, here we go. So they start doing the whole like scene, and Dorit is just talking and talking, and everybody's like, oh, here we go, here we go. And I'm like, okay, Dorit, you're healed because you're talking so much that it gets on everybody's nerves. So, Dorit, you've made it. Your healing is complete. Yay. Because once Dorit gets long winded, she's back to the old Dorit because everybody knows Dorit can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk more. So, let's talk about Dorit, Kyle, and Diana talking about Sutton. It's evident that Diana, because this is like, Ned say they're together chilling. It's evident that Diana does not like Sutton. That now, ask me, how do I know? Glad you asked. I know because she said she could have gotten head button. She could have headbutt her. And I'm like, girl, where you at? WWE, we're not headbutting anybody. Girl, who do you think you are? One of these divas? We're not headbutting. Miss, I don't go into an outlet store. Miss, I've never walked into a store because of allergies. Miss, I ain't never stepped in a store. Miss, what is a store? Miss, I don't even know what being in a day boat is because it's not a luxury boat. This is not really a yacht like that. Huh? You headbutting people now? That's what you do. That's what we doing. For what? For why though? For what? For why? Why would you headbutt somebody? I'll wait for it. Yeah, I don't get it. And then not only that, oh, the kicker was this. So she said she would have got headbutted. She's like, does she know I'm from Bosnia? I'm like, is she repping it? This is a B in sign language. Is she like, I'm from Bosnia? She don't know. She don't know I'm from Bosnia. I rep that Bosnia. Girl, what are you talking about? What in the world? She was like, I'm from Bosnia. She better check. Like, as if she's repping, but if she's like, I'm from South Central LA, you know, or as if she's like, I'm from Compton, you better realize it, or I'm from the mean streets of ACL, like what the, huh? Hello, did anybody catch her gangster? Like, sis, you said you was gonna headbutt this woman, you turned quickly ghetto, quickly ratchet in a couple of seconds. Did anybody else notice that the chick from Bosnia, she was like, and then Kyle was like, I would never want to mess with anybody from Bosnia. Like, Kyle, shut up. Because listen, oh, our thought shouldn't be, I would never want to mess with anybody from Bosnia. Our thought should be, why is this talking about she was gonna headbutt this woman? She could have got headbutted, but she's changed. Why is Diana saying she's no longer aggressive? Huh? What? You aggressive, sis, because you said you was gonna headbutt. You said you could headbutt Sutton. And Sutton better be glad you didn't headbutt her. Then you up here repping Bosnia. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Like, where in the world did this woman, like, does she not know I'm from Bosnia? Huh? Do you not know you live in Beverly Hills? And you own the Beverly Hills Housewife? Because remember, you're not ratchet or anything like that because you've never been in a store and you've never, ever had to go get your own things. And you don't pack your own things. And you don't set your own things up. But she better recognize I'm from Bosnia. All from the chick that said, that's not a luxury boat. That's just a day boat. But she better realize I'm from Bosnia. For what? For why? What is she realizing that you're from Bosnia? It doesn't even matter, girl. Miss us with it. I don't know what sis was talking about. I'm from Bosnia. Y'all better watch it. That's basically what she was saying. She was like, y'all watch out because I'm from Bosnia and you better watch. But you can't be from Bosnia and trying to rep like you're this big bad person where you can't even walk in a store because you feel like you'll get allergies. How can you butt somebody? You head butt somebody, you might get allergies. Girl, bye. Then they get on the private jet. So here we go. We're on the private jet that Diana has, and this is at the end. They're on a private jet where Diana has chartered this jet. Sutton goes to sit down, and Diana's like, no. Because Sutton said, can I sit there? She's like, no, you need to sit where you were. What? She's telling her, go back to your original seat. I'm like, why are we in a freaking scene of the Mean Girls? Like, literally, I just knew Lindsay Lohan was going to pop out like, hello, you know? Huh? Lindsay, where were you? Lindsay Lohan, where were you at? Because Diana, she turned into one of them girls from the Mean Girls. Now, I know Sutton can be a mess, but goodness. So I'm like, huh? Are you really? And then Diana was so how did y'all feel? Because Sutton and Garcelle was like, I mean, she's really gonna tell you where to sit and how to sit and blah blah blah. Why are we arguing where we're sitting? Y'all on a private jet. Who cares? Here it is. I gotta fly on Delta, and y'all arguing about where you sit. I ain't really got a choice on Delta. Like, if I can't just pay for first class, I just gotta go to coach. Y'all ain't got no coach on that plane. Everything is first class. Everything is first class. You don't even have coach on that plane. Everything you have is first class. So why were you so upset? I was so confused. Why? Answer this. I'm trying to figure out why were you so confused? Well, not even confused. Why were you upset? Because you asked. Oh, that's my thing. So here's the deal. Like, if you ask somebody, hey, can I sit there? And they're like, no, why would you get mad? Because you asked, could you sit there? So whatever answer you get, it should be okay with you because you did ask. And if that person says no, then it's no. You're on a full first class flight. Let's be honest. Because she's chartered this jet. You are flying back in luxury. So where are you upset? Why are you disappointed? Why is it that it's a big deal? I'm sorry. It should not be a big deal. She chartered a jet. She didn't want you. You should have known that. You know this woman wasn't checking for you. This woman, wait till you see this diary. I know what I gotta do is Sutton, I want to see what you had to say. Because not only this woman said she would headbutt you. This woman said you better realize and recognize that she's from Bosnia. So if you ain't realized and recognized that Dirty Diana is from Bosnia, Sutton, don't know what you know with your bacon eating self. You got to figure it out, you know? Figure it out. She don't like you. She already contemplating how to headbutt you. She already aggressive because she said she used to be really aggressive, but she's a little bit better, and that you better be glad that she's not like that anymore. You better be glad because she be repping Bosnia. And Kyle, I really want to know, was you for real when you said, I mean, I don't want to mess with nobody from Bosnia. Like, Kyle, were you for real? Were you for real or for play? Was this play? Were you really upset? Were you really scared and frightened because Diana, the one who's allergic to all of the dust? Girl, bye. Bye. And on that note, we're about to say goodbye. So this was an interesting episode. There were more highs in this episode than lows, definitely. Erica didn't call Sutton a racist this day. But what we found out is Dirty Diana is from Bosnia. Girl, missed me with it. So it's interesting to see how things are going to unfold with Diana and Sutton and what Garcelle is going to say. And Garcelle was like, if you get her some flowers, don't you put my name on it when you send her flowers, telling her thank you for this plane ride. And so she's saying that because old girl wouldn't let Sutton sit by her or sit in their little group. Y'all, we are adults. There is no need for you to get upset when you're riding in luxury already. But get upset because it makes for a good show. So I cannot wait until the next episode. But in the morning at 10, I will be covering Real Housewives of Dubai. I cannot wait. Can you? 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. I will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and definitely make a comment. Put that notification button on so you know when I am on. Okay? Thank you so much for the support. Share, like. And let's get this thing going so that we can have a much needed conversation about these Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am Jocasta Odom, and I've enjoyed each and every one of you. So guess what? I love you all, and you cannot do anything about it. See you later.